Hello everybody! Today I would like to show you my prototype of a simple linear actuator for your RC models. So if I clip on this here, you can see it extending. You see it doesn't, or you can hear, it doesn't run completely smooth, but it has a lot of force. And well, I'm going to let it run a little bit more, so you already see parts coming apart. So let's have a look inside. So there we have it, all the parts. This one is a 1/2 inch 12.5 millimeter aluminium square tube. Inside this aluminium tube we have a stainless steel self-tapping metric insert with a nominal 10 millimeter thread outside and a M6 thread internal. And this, of course, fits directly onto the M6 brass threaded rod. And in here we have one ball bearing, and a little bit hard to see, but this tape is Teflon tape. It's roughly 0.1 millimeters thick. So this one is 50 millimeter aluminium square with a 1 millimeter wall thickness. So the two together make for a very snug but smooth fit. The ball bearing I pressed in on a drill press just to have a smooth vertical motion, and this one you already probably know. This is a miniature gear motor, commonly referred to as the N20 variety. You can get them from a number of robotics shops as well as eBay. They come usually as 6 volts, although some different voltages exist. Also different power levels exist, so that depends on what type of motor you're going to use here. And they come with different speed settings. So currently the one that I have is a little bit slow, but as you saw, quite powerful. And this is an old coupling that I had. It's not ideal. It's nominally for 4 millimeter shafts, and this shaft is 3 millimeters, and this is also 3 millimeters. So I had to use an adapter. So yeah, until I get the new coupling from eBay, this will have to do. And as you can see, this motor fits nicely in here, but it's a little bit better, I think. I will have to do some testing if you use this 1.5 millimeter ABS plastic to bring it up to the full 13 millimeters of the inside, and that helps you align the motor. So the nice thing, but also a potential problem, is that we have this shaft which is guided in the ball bearing in here. So as long as this aluminium is in this aluminium, we will have 2 support points for our shaft. But of course this is thread and thread, so it's not perfectly aligned, and neither is a single ball bearing perfectly aligned. So we have a little bit of give, but that also allows us to manage with imperfect manufacturing if you don't have available a full machine workshop. The only thing of this setup that requires either a lot of patience or a lathe is this rod. So as I already said, this is M6 metric thread, and then this step is 4 millimeters in order to fit the ball bearing, and then we have a 3 millimeter end to the shaft for the coupling that I'm going to get from eBay. Just to show you, this is the bearing, and so a nice snug fit here, and then this is roughly how it sits inside. This is the only difficult part. So if you have a lathe or a friend with a lathe, this is of course quite easy to do. If you don't, then you can put that into a drill press and use a file to basically turn it down to the diameter that you need. That's going to take a while though, so that's why I said you will need some patience. As you saw, there's currently no protection to stop the linear actuator from extending. If that's a problem for your application, there are a number of ways what you can do. Probably the easiest way is to use one of those circlips of the right diameter. You can either clip it onto the thread, or you can create a little bit with a drill press and a little hacksaw. You can create a groove in the shaft so that it holds a little bit better. Let's get it all back together. Alright, you can see 4 holes here and 3 holes on that side. Originally I had planned to have little M3 bolts going through here that would hold the bearing in place. I might still do that, but actually the 13 millimeter outside diameter bearing is a very snug fit inside this aluminium tube. So if I press it in to the location that I wanted, and it seems to go, it seems to hold without any further screws. So those are those 3 screws, and the 4th hole is, as you can see, just for tightening the grab screw that holds the shaft coupling. So yeah, as I said, very simple to do. By the way, this is the Teflon tape that I have. Quite cheap. They come in different thicknesses. That's the thickness that I already had. As you can see, a little bit wider would probably have been better, but for the prototype it works just fine. You can also use Teflon tape or Teflon stickers that are used for computer mice. And there we go. A very simple linear actuator. Thank you very much. Until next time.